So if you people have any questions to ask, you can ask. And in order to keep a tag to what we are talking about, I will share with you my page. Okay. Basically, that file I need to share. Okay. So I need to say share this file, right? Okay. So this was the anchor file which I used to outline the course in the uh, video that I posted. So in this much space, you can see my screen, right? And I mean, not the entire screen. You can see this file, postplan.txt.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir, we can see.
Okay. So now, in this page, till now, whatever is visible, on that, if you have anything to ask based on what I said in the video or otherwise, you can go ahead.
Sir, is there a limit for participants? Because some people are not able to join the meeting.
Oh, you know that some people are waiting.
Sir, there is some kind of limit of 100 participants, I think.
Oh, if there is a limit, then I will be in trouble. And the limit may as well be 100 or something like that. Because right now we already have, no, it cannot be. Because more than 100 people we already have. No, we have exactly, which is bad. Then what do we do? Okay, it turns out to be like some professors who, after a particular amount of time, close the door to the classroom. Don't do that. I don't want to do that. Basically, that is to instill discipline. I don't typically do that, but here it seems it is done kind of thing, which is very sad. Now, how to handle it? Anybody has any idea how to handle it? Anybody, do you have information regarding some people already, some people still waiting outside? No.
Yes, sir. So they are messaging that
Kisle
there
was,
is limit.
but I just admitted him. Oh no, the participants number is still not going beyond 100. It is possible that 100 is the level. Either we have to do something to enhance it, or I don't know what is supposed to be done. Anyway, right now, whatever we can't handle, unless some idea suddenly comes, we carry on and we are recording the thing. So those people who attempted it, they will get at least the recorded proceeding. Okay. And later we will try to do something about it, because if it happens that in the next discussion hour everybody attempts before 12, then we will not be able to even blame them that they are okay. So one of the things that I told you in the lecture is that this textbook is very, very important. You must get hold of a copy of it. Beg, borrow, steal, whatever you do. Okay. And the important thing that I told about is the lab. Okay. So that as the lab part starts, you will be informed appropriately. Okay. I mean, we will upload things and give you instructions from that. It will be clear. Besides, whatever instructions I already gave in the video. Anything you want to ask on this little conceptual matter? I mean, a lot of it is going to come again and again in the course anyway, so it is not so important. The focus of this particular meeting should be on the course plan and protocol. Okay, regarding this, what I told in the video, I'm repeating one briefly, is that one of these two sessions, Monday, at least one of these two sessions, we will certainly engage in the discussion on theory. Okay? As you read from the textbook, and Mariam Khan entered the waiting room. I admit him, and then we will check whether he has joined. No, he cannot join the participants is 100. This is very sad. I don't like it. I did not know about it. Okay. So at least one of these we will certainly use every week for the for a discussion on the current topics. What you learn from the and what you learn from the uh, and what makes you so on those things on the theory part. And um, at most one of these slots we will use for a discussion on the current lab experiment. Okay? So in this particular, so that means typically it will happen that some weeks we will use both the slots and some weeks we will use only one of them. Okay? So this week we are using only one of the slots because Monday we did not meet. Next week, perhaps we may end up using both the slots. Monday on discussion on theory and possibly Thursday on the lab session. If by the time we upload one of the labs.
So which slot we will use for lab?
Yes?
So which slot we will use for lab, like on Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday?
No, 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 that we will not use. That you can use to study, do whatever you want. We will use only these two slots. That will be enough. Because anyway, I'm giving pre-recorded lectures. So these Monday, Thursday two slots become sort of available to us. And within this, we will handle everything. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Actually, I'm feeling very bad. These people are coming to the waiting room. I'm admitting also, but they are unable to join. We have to handle it. Anyway, I will see you. Okay, fine. So, since the recorded lectures are given online, uploaded online anyway, we will not need both of them. Yes, somebody was asking something. No? Okay. On this, I think you don't have much to get clarified. Yes. If you have anything to ask, then you ask. Otherwise, we will go ahead. Okay, I'm scrolling down the page. Nothing here. 6 lab experiments. About the lab things, you have anything to ask? Not yet.
Sir, will the lab reports be in groups or individual?
I think my speaker has some issues. I mean, I cannot hear the things very well. The voice is breaking.
Hello. Hello, sir.
when we upload the video of the demonstration of a particular lab experiment, in that video, you will find the data collected also. Okay. And along with that, as supplementary material, we will also upload a 2-page, 3-page manual of the lab, which describes the subject matter of that experiment and is the instructions. What you need to do in order to prepare your report, that will be mentioned there. In fact, that lab manual will also mention what one needs to do to conduct the experiment in the lab. But that you don't have to do because you cannot do that because the lab is not in access for you right now. That you will see that is being done. Okay. So when we upload the lab video, experiment video, along with that the lab manual that we will upload, a PDF file, you should actually go through the PDF file first to understand what the experiment is and what the post-processing has to be to get your report. Okay. So then you see the video and you then understand that, okay, whatever was written in the PDF file, that is being done, and that will cover part of the PDF file, and then your role starts. Whatever has been done in the experiment in the video, based on that, you do the post-processing and whatever the manual asks you. Okay, so this is the plan. Okay, so the textbook issue is mentioned here again. I cannot ask you whether you have the textbook because as of now, some of you may not have. So maybe after a week, I'll ask you whether all of you have the textbook. This instrument box, geometry box, protector, set square, divider, compass, everybody has in proper condition? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Sir, will
Sir,
we
we
also be needing a drafter for this course?
Yeah, if you don't have, then run to the nearest stationery shop and get one.
Sir, will we be needing a drafter also?
Oh, mini drafter. If you are going to do the whole thing on a drawing board, then you will need the mini drafter. Otherwise, you will not be able to use the mini drafter.
Okay.
So if you don't use a drawing board, then you have to do the things the child style, okay, the class 10 style. But if you have a mini drafter and if you have a drawing board, then please yourself. But I don't expect you to have a drawing board at home and erect it and put. But some of you may have. Okay. I had a drawing board in my house when I was an undergraduate student. Well, I was a day scholar, so I had to have a drawing board at home. Okay, so anything here? The plan of the discussion forum?
Sir, can you please upload the PDF of the book on the MOOCkit so that we can?
So I don't know whether I can do that legally. And for that matter, I don't have a PDF of the book. But I have heard that PDF of the book exists in the internet. And I assume that in order to hunt out the internet and get a PDF, children in their 20s are smarter compared to oldies in their 50s. Okay, so I also have to hunt, you also have to hunt. So you please hunt for yourselves. And as I say, I mean, I don't have a PDF. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
Pardon? Anybody has got a PDF? Ratnanshu, you have got a PDF from somewhere?
Not yet, sir, but there are sites where it must be available.
You see,
And
he knows.
hello.
Hello, yes.
Yeah, I haven't got it yet, but there must be sites where those are available.
Yes, yes. You are very clearly audible. So don't
Yeah.
have. So there are apparently sites where it might be found. But if you order Flipkart or Amazon, if they have it, you might get it in 2-3 days, and it is not a very costly book. So you can as well have a nice paperback, which is nice to handle. So, or some of you may do both. Okay. Now, this doubt clearance and discussion forum plan was clear from the video or from what is written here. This
Can you use earphones while recording?
can I do what?
Sir, use earphones while recording the lectures. Earphones.
Firefox? No. What is the thing? Okay.
Sir, can you use earphones? Earphones while
Actually,
recording the
the
lectures.
quality of audio is not that good,
Can
sir.
you write in the chat box? I cannot get the point correctly, get the word correctly. And where do I see the chat? I can't see the chat.
So there is a mode option there.
Oh, what option?
Mode option there, you will find the chat there. Or there will be a box of icon showing chat.
Yes, yes, more. Actually, when I share my screen, then those more options, etc., all those things, they sort of get hidden at the top. Yes, chat. Yes. So, what did you say? Write it in the chat, and so that we can see what recorder you were talking about.
Audio quality is not that good, sir. So can you use microphone? So they are talking that audio quality is not good. You can use the earphone for recording. That's what they're saying.
Earphones.
Yes, sir.
You are talking about this.
Yes, sir. If you use the earphone, the audio quality will be good. They are telling that.
Yes, that is possible. But last time I tried it, it did not work so well. So that's why I'm a little. Like this. Okay, now say something and let me see whether there is an improvement.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
The
sir.
audio quality is good now.
Yes, I also can hear you better. Which is good.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe this will be the culture now. So fine. Okay, so does it improve the way you also hear the sound? I think so, yes.
Yes, sir. We completely understand.
Oh, great. So you should have told this as the first thing in the session. Anyway, so fine. And now I think you have understood correctly what I wanted to convey. This plan of the discussion forum in the MOOCIT portal, as well as this plan of the discussion meeting at 12 at this time. Okay. This mini assignment that I will give with every lecture. For this, I am telling you that this semester I have decided to be very strict with the deadline. Okay. And for trivial reasons, I would not accept later submissions. because that creates a lot of trouble. Okay. So I say that the assignment deadline will be 7 days later, but internally you put an alarm for 6 days, okay? So that you don't miss it. And the kind of excuse that students often give, and we also feel that okay, that's not very large margin and so on. That creates a lot of trouble. You start these some discipline among, I mean, with your own schedule, so that this kind of trouble doesn't come. Okay. And still, in exceptional circumstances, if you have to drop emails, then never drop your assignment through email to me. I cannot keep track of you know dozens and dozens of such loose emails. That is one of the reasons why I don't give any instruction also in the email related to the course. Because if I give an instruction through the email, then people will reply to that, and then I will lose the reply. So if for any issue you have to communicate through email, then please do that through Victor. Okay, he is the sort of the boss, the administrative boss of the course. Okay. Okay. Yes, I think I need to. I mean, these things, assignments, the problem set in lieu of an exam, the lab marks, those things you have understood immediately. No midterm exam, that you have understood even more easily. Now, anything you want to ask about this optional program implementation bonus marks problem? The full marks of it is 0, so that it does not add up in the total. But you individually, by doing an optional program implementation, can earn up to 50 marks. This is the essay. And how I handle your credit out of that 50 marks, whether it is 50, 45, 40, 38, or whatever it is, that I outline in the video. Is that clear? Is that okay? Or any issues here that you want to discuss? Nothing? Everything okay? Everything clear? Okay, one thing I want to know from you, the way you now say that put the earphone, that way the sound will improve. Now, while shooting that video, while recording that video, I did not put the earphone. So, was that voice okay or not?
Sir, it wasn't. That is why we told you to do this while recording the upcoming lectures. You use the earphones now.
Okay, great. I'll do that.
Sir, can you check it whether it is plugged correctly or not? The earphone.
To my ear or to that thing in the computer?
Sir, to that thing.
To that thing, it is connected properly. To my ear also, I think it is connected properly.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you are basically trying to check whether it can improve further. Possibly not.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Then
sir.
I
Yes,
have
sir. That is
to
right.
then I have to perhaps improve the computer or myself.
No, sir. Now it is better. It is good now.
Now it is fine. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir. It is. It is.
to check, actually I pressed it a little, so maybe that improved, or maybe it is psychological. Anyway, so this much at least should be guaranteed. Whatever is the quality now, that much quality has to be sort of expected and sought. Okay. So I think so far as this anchor file is concerned, we have discussed or scanned over everything, and I can take it as sort of granted that these things are clear to you in every way, and also will be clear to you who could not join the meeting when they see the recording. Anything else you want to ask or suggest? No? Then can we leave this? I mean, we conclude this meeting? Yes, Vittal. Somebody has asked, Praveen Pabri, sir, will the solutions to assignments be provided after the assignment submission? Not immediately after assignment submission, but most probably eventually it will be given. Eventually means after the solutions are more or less created. Okay. And then perhaps it will be met. I hope so. Last time we did it. Last year also when we got the assignment solutions, model solutions, and we uploaded. Okay. This time also we will try. Okay. Anything else? Okay, there are two people waiting. Hey, which one is still waiting or what? Vithal, are you there?
Yes, sir, I am there now.
Oh, all this time you were waiting outside, is it?
Yeah, yes, sir, yes.
Okay, let me. Okay, you could enter because one person had left. Okay, so another person, Deepesh Chandra, is waiting. Let me admit Deepesh Chandra and ask him whether he has entered. Deepesh, are you in the meeting now? Oh, some people are joining now. This is very sad. Abhishek Gupta is joining now. Deepesh, are you in?
Yes, sir.
And you entered just now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have proved that indeed the limit was 100. Apparently, there is a limit of 100 participants in the Zoom meeting, and we are something like 155 people or 153 people. And if some of you, could you please expand a little on the planned timeline for the bonus projects? Okay, this is very awkward. This way, because during the course, we will actually come across methods which our discussion will actually involve the talk of um, those methods working best when they are nicely coded in a computer program and the computer is asked to do that. Okay. For example, an analysis which takes you something like 1.5 hours to do, or 45 minutes to do, or even 20 minutes to do. Say, if you, as a trained human being, trained technocrat, if you need 15-20 minutes to do, and a bigger task requires you to do that little subtask some 80 times, then how will you do that? You will try to train a computer to do that. Training a computer means you will translate the method of doing it to a program, and then by running the program you will get the answer, the result that you wanted, and then you will organize the answer and get hold of your solution. Okay. So that kind of a thing needs to be done in computer. So that is what is meant by prototyping. So when we come across a method, you will be able to notice that here is an opening for me to do a nice computer implementation, and let me see how the complete result turns out to be. Okay, and then to us you will propose that I am thinking of implementing this, and most probably you will say yes. From that point onwards, up to the 11th week of the course, 11 up to the 11th week of the course, you will have your time, and in the 11th week of the course, which is the deadline, 11th week of the semester, you submit the PDF. At that time, a link for that uploading, that submission will be given. Fine. Abhay, have I answered your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good. Okay. Anything else? No, I think we have done.
Yes, sir. But one question I could ask. So
Yes.
the NSEM would be like 3 hours, and we can give in any 24-hour slot, or it will be of 24 hours only.
The what do you want? Which one do you want?
So it is up to you. What can I say?
I mean, up to me, it is not. Okay, what I'm telling, have you heard of a take-home exam?
Yes, sir.
So,
That is why I was asking.
if it were not a pandemic, if you were here, and if I had given you a take-home exam, then typically I would say no, that tomorrow at such time submit it, right? So it is
Yes,
something.
sir.
So the question paper will be set for 3 hours, so that you don't have to spend actually more than 3 hours, but the rush to scan your things correctly and so upload it to while the internet is working, and oh my god, I still missed it. All these troubles should not be there. You are at leisure. And make no, understand that I am trusting your integrity, that you will not consult anybody, either side, neither you will seek assistance from anybody, nor you will give assistance to anybody in order to do that. Because in that I have mentioned that on this, no discussion, clarification, etc. will be there. Okay. So honoring that instruction, honoring that plan, you will do it on your own in 3 hours. I mean, if you need 5-10 minutes extra in doing your own, in doing it on your own, do it. I mean, take it. And for that, you do not come and ask me, sir, can I do it? I need your permission and all that stuff. Don't do that. Okay. Out of those 24 hours, whether you use 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 7 hours, it's up to you. But I will set the question in such a manner that a reasonably capable student of the course should end up spending 3 hours. Okay, that will be mine. If somebody can crack it within 1.5 hours, salute to that Einstein. Okay. On the other hand, if somebody needs 3 hours 15 minutes, okay, it's fine. I mean, we are not monsters. Okay. So fine. However, my main issue is that you will honor this gentleman's agreement and do not indulge in copying or letting anybody else copy from you. Okay. And I fervently hope that you allow me to maintain this trust on you people beyond this. Okay. So this is something which I'm trusting in, and I hope that you don't break my trust. Anything else? No? Okay, so I think we stop here, and we are anyway engaged 24/7 to move it. So through this video conferencing, we will meet again next Monday. Yes, I should point out something. Today and tomorrow, I am likely to upload lecture 1 and lecture 2. And on Monday's discussion, we will discuss those two. Okay? Okay, thank you. I think we leave here. And first, I stop sharing the screen. And you can ask still anything if you want. Otherwise, I'm ending it. Okay?